Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager with this Ferrari F1 2022 mod career mode. We made a video on this last week. I thought maybe it was going to be just maybe a one-off video because, you know, obviously F1 Manager 2022 got announced, so it was kind of cool to play this game again and kind of re-jog our memories a little bit of how a Manager F1 game looks like from, you know, obviously Play Sport and Motorsport Manager, and how maybe F1 Manager 2022 later this summer may kind of feel like, and what kind of mechanics we can expect with the car development, you know, management of tires, strategy in the game, emails and whatnot, pit crew and whatnot. But the response was absolutely ridiculous, and there were so many people in the comments below, lots of you guys saying you wanted this to be a full, you know, a full little mini series where we go through this career mode save, at least one season of it, maybe, you know, in the run-up to F1 Manager 2022. So that's what we're gonna do. I reckon we could, you know, we could get to the end of this career mode season by the time F1 Manager 2022 comes out. And seeing as so many of you guys really enjoyed that first video and wanted to see more, I'm sure there was plenty who didn't ever even watch me play this game back when it came out. So they're very new to this world of a management F1 game. So I thought, why not? Why not? Let's bring it. Let's do it. We're going to try and improve our car a bit. So in this game, we're going to go to design new parts, and there's basically stages of building parts you go through. So let's say what's the car really like down on? Let's see. Engine wise, acceleration we're good. Okay, brakes not that great. I would say brakes and high speed corners. Okay, high speed corners. I think rear wing then. We're looking at the rear wing. Let's design a new rear wing. So we've got these kind of iterations you do. You can see these color codings are going to link to perks we get for the rear wing. So you can see the perks here for building this first new rear wing. Apologies for those of you who know how all this works. I'm just explaining it because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a large majority of influx of people maybe watching this new series that maybe has never played Motorsport Manager and is included with how the mechanics work. So that's how it works. So we're going to go for plus 15 on the max because that will get us the best rear wing possible once we've improved it. So it's going to take 4 days, 7 days before the Grand Prix. Costs 140k. We've got 200 million in the bank with Ferrari. We can easily build this. So we're going to go ahead and build that. Whilst we do that, we can go over and improve parts. Well, actually, to be fair, they're already working on improving parts right now. So I don't think we can actually do anything right now, to be fair. We're going to go through mail, and let's see. Alonso blames rival for crash. Okay, interesting. Although I thought Alonso retired just with a random DNF in the last episode. We've got an interview here from Rosberg. First full weekend. It was a wonderful Grand Prix, I'm going to say that. It was a pretty nice one to step back into this game. Let's have a look. Scouting. Let's go for race engineers. Are there any free... Ooh, Simon Rennie is a free agent, you know. He used to be... the Red Bull race engineer, and he actually took a step back from on the pit wall relations. So that's why he is maybe here. So let's see if we can approach him. He's interested. Okay, let's look into it. I care more about the racing than the money. So we can probably lowball. We've got a lot of money, to be fair, so we don't need to even lowball him that much. Multi-year contract. Okay, you can have like, you know, you can have like 33 months. That's fine. Not interested in signing on fee. This all doesn't matter to him, so he's fine. He actually just wants to be snapped up, to be honest. So let's just go for, actually, in that case, let's just go for that. Let's see how he goes. So that's actually a massive ploy, a win if we could sign him, because he's very, very good, and he's better, actually, than one of our staff. So obviously, we're going to kick out this man. So he is now, right now, an engineer with Leclerc. He's at 103 weeks with Leclerc. So they've got rapport. They've got these extra levels of sweeter spots, which is improving qualifying and push to limit. The red zone reliability improves. But this Simon overall is better than Javier Marcos. So we're going to sign him. We're going to replace him. And it's a bit of a shame. We're going to have to spend some money to break the claws of Javier. But that's fine. They start a new relationship. That's fine. But overall, he is a better race engineer. Having a Brit in a Ferrari team, Will it be the best gel in real life? Maybe not, but in the game, all we care about is the stats, and this rapport will be built up with them. And it's good we're going to keep this guy with Sainz, because to be fair, Sainz did better for us in race 1. So maybe in the game, Sainz will be performing better for us at the start of the season. So I'd rather keep the engineer with Sainz to make sure he carries on that good work, basically. But we've signed all that. Rennie to Leclerc. Absolutely awesome. That's a great signing in the game and in real life, because Simon Rennie was a wonderful race engineer for Red Bull Racing. Right, so the car. Have we got 2 rear wings now? Yes, we do, because we've got 1 day before the Grand Prix. So I add that onto there. Reliability, that's 76. That's not bad. So I'm now going to... This rear wing's already the best rear wing we've got. So we don't need performance right now in 1 day at the Grand Prix. So I'm going to move this all the way here. And that's not going to get reliable enough. But it may be... like, it may be an okay amount to still use it in the race, I hope. So let's see. Carlos will get this rear wing. That's the second best, but it's more reliable. And Leclerc, because he was obviously a little bit down last episode, will give him the better rear wing, but it's a bit unreliable. So maybe there's half a chance we have issues with it and have to change the rear wing mid-race. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we'll go with that. They're both delighted, so they're happy, even though there is some disparity between the two of them. But maybe rain in qualifying, potentially. Although this forecast can be wrong, just like in the Cody's games. It could be a bit of a bluff. So let's see. Let's go and see how we do at Saudi Arabia at Jeddah. Round 2. Right, we're just going to simulate practice because normally I would take practice. And when F1 Manager 2022 comes out and you can do practice sessions, I probably will take practice manually because it's always better. You always earn more experience for the tyres, get this set up better. But because this is a mini-series, hopefully you guys can understand, this is a game I've played so many hours on. We'll just simulate practice, get into the actual action of qualifying. And to be fair, the results are much better here around Jeddah. We are looking good. 1-2 in practice. Doesn't mean a lot though, but we are, you know, narrowly ahead of Verstappen there. They're going to be quite strong still, I'm sure, along with Mercedes. So let's watch out for it. You know, maybe those times we're set on softer tyres. I don't know. Let's see. I'm happy with that. Level 1 race trim, so that means we'll be better. This basically means we'll be better in qualifying with Charles, for sure. What did Sainz get? The same thing, actually. Okay, so maybe because I put on the soft compound, maybe in practice initially. Maybe that's why. Or maybe that's why they were fastest in practice, because they did a lot of qualifying stuff. So we might be good on Saturday. Maybe in the race we fall back and behind. The setup, though, was not great, apparently. Even though we went quick, the setup was not great. So I don't know why they got to that setup, because I definitely wanted to go down to here. So we're going to move it up to here. Downforce-wise, I think we need high downforce. It's a high downforce circuit. So yeah, this is the only weird disparity with when you do simulated practice. Like the computer just... You can see why it's better to do it manually. The computer does not do you any justice, but... It's... Oh, no! Oh, it's raining a bit. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, it's raining, but it's going to dry out to the end. So actually, yeah, let's just relax. There's no point going out right now. We may as well sit out. Right, the track is bone dry now. The track grip is going to get up right to the end. So this is another mechanic of the game I didn't really talk about maybe last time out. So there is weather. There's a weather map here, and then there's also track grip. And you can see as the track rubbers in, dries out, people start going out, the track grip will go up. So right at the end of the session, that's when we want to send them out. So about 2 minutes to go, maybe-ish. That's when I'm going to send them out. So just wait. About now, I'm going to send out Leclerc first on softs. Bit of a gap, and then send out Sainz. Hopefully that's enough time to send them all out. Let's go, go, go. Right. Speed up. Get this preparation nailed on. All right, perfect and cold for Leclerc, and then good and perfect for Sainz. Great preparation for this, and he's going to start his flyer well within the time for the checkered flag. But let's see what Leclerc is doing then. Hopefully he's going to be a purple sector. Yes, it is. We've left them really late. Russell's in there though as well. So let's see what this is going to be. Q1, Leclerc. Oh, look how close that is. 3,000. Right, Q2, no issues with rain, so I'm just going to wait a little bit. And Leclerc's got traffic. Get out of the way, man. Get out of the way, you Alpine. Useless man. God. Blocking our man. Oh, that's a decent lap from Leclerc, despite the traffic, to be fair. And Sainz comes in. Our car is actually strong around this circuit. It's looking much better around this. I think we've got the setup also nailed in a bit better as well. But so we're through. I've only just how have I just noticed it? What happened to Red Bull? They got knocked out. What happened to them? They had a mare. Did they go out in the wet and then just not set a time in dry, I wonder? I don't know what went on with them, but they're not here anymore. So okay, it's Ferrari v Mercedes with Alpine and McLaren in the mix. Okay, that passed me by. Okay, interesting. We're surely now we've got an even better chance to even lock out the front row here unless Merc turn up the whip. Right, we're sending them out for a first run. We've got enough time to do 2 runs, so we may as well. And let's see how this goes. Right, Leclerc coming through. Let's see. It is 1:27.9. Sainz beats that by 2/10. That's quite a big margin, to be fair, between those two. Biggest we've had so far. But what are Mercedes doing? Russell, green. No purple for Russell, though. No purple for Russell. Cross the line. Ooh, we've got this. Even Hamilton's not here. So Hamilton and the 2 Red Bulls, they had a mare in Q1. They must have gone out in the rain, and then they didn't bother to go out again. So, actually, we've got open goal here versus just Russell to try and do very well in this race, actually. This is a massive win for our Scuderia Ferrari. What about Leclerc? Can he get closer to pole? Just a little bit, but not much. So, it looks like we've got this in the bag, you know, unless Russell's going to pull out a purple late on here. He's on his outlap, so this is it. Russell could ruin our 1-2, or we could book that in with Sainz on pole. Let's see. Russell, final minute now. White first sector. Oh, Lando with the... Oh, my God. Where is this coming from? For McLaren. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. What a lap there. What a lap there for Mr. Norris to split us. Where's that come from for McLaren? That is unbelievable, but Sainz is still on pole. Get in. It's our first pole of the season now. That's more like it. And it's Lando on the front row. This is a very topsy-turvy qualifying. Wow, okay. The race tomorrow going to be a bit interesting. Oh, okay. What the hell? We've got a wet race here. We've got a wet race in the second episode. Oh, God. My skills on this game are going to be tested now about the wet. Right, so we're at Inters now. Interesting. Right, softs. At least this soft tire knowledge will come useful at the end, because it is going to get dry at the very end. So we'll be on soft tires right at the death. But right now, this is going to be interesting. I don't know how long Inters go for. How long do they go for? We've got unlocked tire strategy now. So those go 16 laps. So yeah, we can easily just gun it on softs at the end. But Inters 25 to 27. So, we could almost take one set of Inters. It could be a one-stop, Inters to softs. Or, if you want to go aggressive, two sets of Inters, just pushing them harder. I don't know. We'll see. We are in a good position 1-3, so we could, you know, we could just try and play it by ear, basically, because the others, Perez, Verstappen, Hamilton, they're going to have to try something a bit different to try and get up through the order from the back of the grid, because, yeah, they are indeed all the way at the back. I missed what happened, but they must have just had a howler in Q1 then with that wet period. Race time. Here we go on the front row here alongside Norris. 5 red lights to Jeddah, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and we are underway. It's a good start for Sainz. Good one for Leclerc as well. Oh, there's a car off. Oh, that was Russell. I think Russell went off at turn 1. Yeah, he went off at turn 1. Absolutely amazing. In these wet conditions, he's made a mistake, a big one at that, and he's down the order to P, what's that? I can't even see where the ladder is. Oh my God, I'm blind. P16. Verstappen's still behind in P17 there. Perez, Hamilton. So these guys all have to make their way through. But to be fair, Max is trying to slice through now in P16. Anyway, let's get back to our fight then. Leclerc keeping Alonso. Oh, Alonso really jumping up in the Alpine then, followed by Stroll, Gasly, Ricciardo, Ocon, Bottas, Latifi. But Leclerc P3, the rain is falling, and Norris is giving us a good, honest little, fight here at the moment, making sure that we're on our toes. Can't make a mistake with Sainz. Right now, in terms of, well, the temperatures, we're good. I think we can probably go to pushing now for the temps and the fuel as well, because I think fuel-wise, yeah, everyone's on high on the fuel, so we can afford to go to high. Alonso with the fast lap of the Grand Prix. How's he done that? On the first lap, he set the fastest lap. That's mad. So Alonso is on a mad one for Alpine, and Schumacher will, with an early pit stop there. But let's see how this goes now with, let's go neutral. I don't want to wear out. I don't want to heat up these tyres. That is the important thing today, is if we are trying to go all the way to the end, we cannot overheat these tyres. We need to be very, very careful. But Leclerc is closing up to Norris here. So I kind of fancy him trying to overtake the McLaren if we can. Meanwhile, in terms of the, progress that people are making, well, Hamilton's got an issue with his car, reliability issue, whatever. The two Red Bulls are side by side with Russell there, so this is amazing. There's two Mercs fighting with Red Bulls for P16, 17, 18 in these wet conditions. This would be chaos in real life. This would be absolutely insane. But Hamilton's got damage or some sort of mechanical thing going on, flashing away, so he may have to pit again. And last race's race winner, struggling for pace down P18. Meanwhile, let's see, Leclerc. Oh, Norris actually pulled away a little bit on that lap. And we need to try and relax with Sainz with this fuel and try and conserve the tyres. So let's bring the tyre temps down, please. A fair amount. And the same for Leclerc. Let's just let's go in a holding pattern of just cooling the tyres down. We know we can hopefully get the McLaren at some point in this race. We are in a quicker car, so we should be able to get them. So right now, let's just relax, cool the tyres down, save some fuel, save a lot of fuel in the case of Leclerc. Yeah, look at this fuel discrepancy. Sainz is so much better at saving fuel than Leclerc right now in this game and this mod. It's mad. So might have to even go low here with Leclerc to make sure he gets enough fuel saving, because I want him to go attacking at the end if we're still behind Norris. Go really blitz at the end when we go to dry tyres. That's how we'll get the 1-2. That's what we're aiming for. We've got to aim for 1-2. We've got the pace. We've got the pace for it. Right, sit rep on lap number 9. Sainz has grown the gap, 4.2 now, to Leclerc. Doing well. The temperature's a bit high, but that's fine because I'm on neutral right now. I'm still cooling them down with Leclerc because I want to kind of save tyre temps and then go for a big push in a second here with Leclerc. But fuel-wise, Sainz is like on a different planet. I don't know what he's doing, but he's just on a mad one. I'm almost tempted even just to, I don't know, go for a bit more aggression with Sainz. And maybe risk having to come in again with Sainz because he's so quick. Whereas with, oh, Russell's got a drive-through penalty. Oh, he's hit Latifi, I think. Oh, no! No! Oh, my, what a crash. No! Charles! No! No, he was going so well. He wasn't even pushing. He was on conserve. How did he crash with conserve in medium? Oh, no. Oh, Leclerc. That is not... I was talking about Russell Latifi crashing because he's got a drive-through, Russell does. But now Sainz, he's the only Ferrari left in this. So we have to win this. We have to win this for the team and for Leclerc as well, because that is a massive shame. We didn't even get to see the crash happen live because it was literally the same time as I realized Russell was Crash Latifi. Oh God. Classic Ferrari. We can't have both cars. We can't have everything, can we? Right, Sainz is just doing such an amazing job right now. This is unbelievable. This is like the easiest management I have to do. He's just killing this race. He's doing so well. He's pulling the gap out and got so much fuel because he's so amazing at fuel saving. Amazing. So Norris then P2. Let's just take you through the grid then. Norris P2. Alonso then quite a sizable gap. So that's a big difference. I'm very surprised. I don't know where this performance has come from Lando and McLaren there, but very, very good for them. In terms of our top runners getting through, Perez the race winner in Bahrain. He's the lead Red Bull car. I don't know what's going on here in this mod and this career mode so far, but Perez is P9. He's the one leading the charge. Russell's P11. Despite having a drive-through, he's P11. So I don't know if he's not served it yet. Maybe in this game, there's maybe he can serve it later or something. I don't know, but he's in P11. Hamilton's way down in P16, struggling, and Verstappen is in P13. So very, very surprising stuff here. And then in terms of the points, Stroll doing very well in the Aston Martin, Gasly, Ricciardo, Ocon, Bottas, P9, Latifi, P10 in the Williams car. So interesting spread right now going on here. But as it stands, Sainz is just smashing it. So we're just trying to get to now this dry period. And then hopefully nothing goes wrong for us then. And because Sainz has saved so much fuel, I can do this really clever thing of going back up on the driving style, but overtake mode on the engine. So it means we're actually pulling a gap out on Lando, even though we are, well, look at the tyre temps. They're plummeting, and we're backing up with his driving style. But because he saved so much fuel, it's ridiculous. We can just push and push and push on the fuel. Although, you've got to remember, the engine might get a bit worn out. It's 99 to be fair. So actually, that reliability is solid. Very solid. This might be an issue, though. I can see in later in the season, if we were to build a new engine, that engine may not be as bulletproof straight away. And then, we'd have to be careful of not overusing Sainz's good fuel-saving technique. In terms of letting him push on the engine. He wants to pit for slicks. The track is drawing now. Lap 22. Okay. I think it's maybe time. I think you could be correct. Maybe let's leave it a little bit, Sainz. Just in case, mate. Just in case. Let's leave it just a tad. And just to kind of see what everyone else is doing. Because I want to see if I can get onto softs. That would be ideal for me. And now I can push on these tyres. Because I know the tyre wear's there. And it's still damp. Look, it's still damp. It's got damper. It got damp. That's a good thing from us. Good thing we didn't listen to Sainz. That's one of the things. The driver may think he knows better. But the track is getting a little bit wetter, actually, now for a little bit. So now's not the time. It's not the time right now. Let's carry on like this. Carry on like this. Everyone else, pretty much, apart from Stroll, Verstappen is up into P8. So this is a man, see, look, he knows what he's doing. Verstappen knows. He's trying to get to the dry period. All these other guys, they have pit onto dries, but they're wearing their tyres out, whereas Verstappen might pit onto softs, like I'm going to do. That's my plan. I want to take Sainz to softs by the end of this one. Dampness is going to give one more lap. One more lap, Sainz. One more lap, just backing up. We can relax. One more lap, and then we're good to go. Soft tyres, park conditions fine. We'll go for a safe pit stop. Let's safe. Don't take the risk with Ferrari pit crew. Play it safe. We're calm. We're cool. Right, into the pits. Go on low fuel. All right, we're in. Please. Good pit stop. Come on, boys. Come on. Yep, good. Nice. Love it. Okay, out. Still in first place by 8 seconds. Good. Good. Now we can just... I'm not going to push Sainz in case he crashes. I don't want a Leclerc repeat. So we're just going to play this nice and safe. Neutral overtake mode. Let's go to the end of this thing. I think we're in control. We are in complete control. Meanwhile, well, Stroll just set a fastest new sector. I think that's just because he's pushing like a stabbed rat maybe. But we've got then sit rep in terms of everyone else. Still Norris, P2. Alonso, Gasly, Ricciardo. Perez, P8 now, so he's climbed one position. Russell's done very well. To say that Russell, remember, he had a drive-through, it said, and he crashed with Latifi. He's P9. He's done amazing to still be there. But he's being caught now by Verstappen there. Look at Verstappen lurking aggressively through those corners. He's lurking around. Meanwhile, Hamilton, he's P12, so he's sort of recovering a bit. So I think all three of these guys will get points maybe by the end of it. But this is a massive load of points for us for Sainz in the championship. For the team, though, bit of a shame Leclerc crashed. Because we won't outscore the team in the Constructors as much as I was hoping for. Oh, Gasly's crashed. Gasly has crashed. Is there a safety car? Don't think there's going to be. That could ruin our whole plan. That would spice things up. But there is no safety car. No safety car for Gasly. Okay, right, lap 38. There's some interesting fighting going on here. Look at this. Russell v Ocon v Verstappen. This is exciting. Verstappen gets through. Verstappen slips through. The Red Bull's through. But then Russell comes back at him now. The two are side by side. Oh, this is good. This is good. Wheel-to-wheel stuff here between Russell and Verstappen. Verstappen up into P8, though. Russell looks like he's had to forfeit that. Although, will he come back at him, though? Oh, that's close. Hamilton's now P10. There he is. So this might become a 2v1 situation for Red Bull and Mercedes. Meanwhile, Perez up to P6. So they've done very well. These three guys, they've recovered a lot. Four guys, they've recovered a lot in this race, considering they were down here and now they're up here. So that's pretty decent for us. Meanwhile, for them. Meanwhile, for us, P1, 14 seconds. Sainz is just got to bring this home. Got to bring this home. 3 laps to go. Just bring it home, mate. But I'm going to keep an eye out on this battle. Oh, Hamilton's closing up to Russell. Will they swap? Will they swap positions? Yes, they will. Oh, Hamilton overtakes. Hamilton overtakes Russell, but Russell comes back at Hamilton. Interesting, because he's saving his tyres, remember. Look at this. He's having to make sure they don't overheat. So, interesting. Whereas with Russell, is he pushing a bit more? I think he is. Yeah, Russell's pushing more on his tyres. But that means Lewis might come back later into this. Yeah, now he's attacking. Look at this. Now he's attacking. And they're all closing up to Ocon again. And Verstappen's there, though. Ocon's doing a good bit of work, though, in the Alpine to stay ahead. And Alonso right now on for a podium in the Alpine. He could only wish the Alpine was this good in real life. Only wish. Lando P2, 17 seconds. So we are really making sure we are going to get this through. Last lap of the Grand Prix. Here we go, Carlos. Come on. Come on, mate. P1 for Ferrari. This will be exquisite. Let's see how this is going for Hamilton, though. They're still on the second last lap. They're so far behind. And they're still chasing after Russell. Ooh, not quite, not quite. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting ending here. But let's go. Let's cut to Sainz as we come through the final bend. This is going to be it. This is it. The win at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz wins it in Jeddah. Let's go. Let's go. That one was for the Tifosi. We had a super difficult first race, and we rewarded them. We told them not to worry. We got the win. Second race of the season. There we go. More races like that. Let's go. Let's go. Meanwhile, last lap. Perez is going to get P6. Verstappen P8. And it will be Russell ahead of Hamilton there. Alonso and Norris on the podium. Bit of a madness from those two, to be fair. I mean, both McLarens look so much better this race than Bahrain for sure. Big step up from McLaren this race. Big step up. But for us, the biggest step up, the win, that is more like it. That is more like it. It must have just been the circuit at Bahrain for us, because this is more like it. Scrutineering. Hopefully we didn't have anything illegal, please. We're all good, FIA. Yeah, we're all good. Complete. There we go. Ricciardo got the fast lap of the Grand Prix, though, to be fair to him. So, interesting. So he gets one more point, actually. We should have gone for that. And then these guys did have drive. They had both Mercs had drive-throughs, and they still got P9 and 10. They should have been up here, then, without that drive-through, then. That's actually really quite mad. So there it is, then. Our first trophy of this Ferrari 2022 Mod Career Mode for Sainz there, up on the top step. He now leads the championship because Perez obviously was down the order. So that's great. That is awesome. And then in the constructors, we are P2, 10 points behind Red Bull. So we've still got some fighting to do for the constructors. But that's where we're going to call it then for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, then be sure to smash the like button. And if you want to continue to see episodes of this career mode come out weekly, then you have to vote with your like button, vote with your comments below. Let me know how much you want to see this series continue all the way through until maybe F1 Manager 2022. If you're new around here, do get subscribed for more Manager Mod Career Mode on Motorsport Manager. This is with a 2022 mod. I'm aarava. Hope you enjoy your day. Goodbye.